One take, NBA One Take. It's your me, pretty boy. You can follow me at YouTube, Twitter, IG, as well as Snapchat. Yeah, this is a special Hall of Fame enshrinement edition. Now, yes, it happened almost a week ago. But after watching it, I just had to, reflect on the most notable players going into the Hall. So, that being Maurice, Thompson, Grant Hill, Jason Kidd, Steve Nash, and Ray Allen. And just a little conversation of, each one of them. Try to be as brief and give my honest, opinion about all of them. First, I just want to go with Tina Thompson. She, four-time champ with the Houston Comets, All-Star. She's one of the greatest players in Wnba history. With the big three. I think the first big three in Houston with her, Cheryl Swoops, and Cynthia Cooper. She was the unknown, but she had a good college career. But when I seen her come on, it was like, wow, she could flat out score. She could score inside and out, and she was really the X factor of all those championships. It was Tina Thompson. Her elements of her game was too much. Defenses didn't know what to do with her. Because what you gonna do? Cynthia Cooper was masterful. Probably the greatest player ever there. Winning the title and being the MVP. But she was one of the key cogs, Tina Thompson, of those championships. And Cheryl Swoops, she had a baby and everything like that. She came along, wasn't really herself until later on. As she got physically fit, after having a baby and everything like that, she came on and became also one of the greatest WNBA players ever. But Tina Thompson, man, she was just that X factor. Some you could say like Bosch, but I think her production was just a tiny bit better at what they was doing. So I just had to, big congratulations to her. Since she finally gets in, which she should have been in a while ago. She's just a first ballot to me. And like I said, I don't know what these people do when they do their Hall of Fame inductions. I don't know. They make some people easier to get in, and then others a little more difficult, which I don't get. Baseball and football let you wait, unless she was just a marquee type player. Well, baseball do. Football, no, they don't care too much. Just a quarterback. They'll really leave that alone. Second is Mo Cheeks. Mo Cheeks, to my old school heads, you 80s baby, Mo Cheeks was a bad point guard, boy. He was sensational. the defense. That was the thing with him, was the defense. Maurice locked up. He gonna lock on your point guard and bring that intensity and make sure your point guard ain't gonna try to establish the offense. When the all-time steals leader, wasn't too much of a score, but he would establish the offense of the point guard. I mean, of your offensive system. You know, those years on Philly, won a championship with 4-4-4. You know, he finally gets in. I think they just looked at the accomplishments and then they just said, you know, he does deserve to be this. You know, people say it should have been a long time ago. Shit, things. Come on. But Maurice was a hellacious defender. One of the best defensive point guards of his era, possibly of all time. And also established himself as well as a good coach. Now he is assistant in Oklahoma City. But congrats to Maurice, man. Maurice definitely deserves it. Next one, Grant Hill. I love G. I love Grant Hill, man. Grant Hill came on the scene, playing for Duke. My college team, my root for. And, I got a thing with them. I just don't root for Duke. I just always, I love the program Coach K done and just going down there and everything like that. I love Duke. But Grant Hill, let's go back to him, man. Boy, those first 6-7 years he had in Detroit. Man. Cross you up, dunk on you. Was the point guard, not Lindsey Hunter, ladies and gentlemen. He was the point guard. Because he had to set it up for these guys. Lindsey Hunter was defending 20 yards, and Joe Dumars had some ball handling responsibilities, but it was Grant Hill, the main distributor at point guard for the Detroit Pistons. And even though he couldn't get these guys out the first round, which was just a lack of that lack of talent, was just the matchups, and they weren't high enough in the standings per se to ever, get out that first round. And he had a young Allen Houston on the team. He came along. I remember that one time they went up against Shaq and Penny in Orlando in '95 and '96, and it was just those two. And then, Grant was trying, man. It was just tough. The East wasn't. He was just around the time when East was really no joke. You got those great Pacer teams and the Bulls, the Knicks, Orlando, the Heat, and even though he was a top 5 player, he just could not just sustain that level. He was just that second tier team, like he's with the Hornets and the Hawks and those teams. And those were normally the first round and out guys. They give you tough series, but that's what the Pistons were. I mean, he went to Orlando to try to go with Tim Duncan and T-Mac. The Duncan thing didn't work out thanks to Doc Rivers. We leave that alone. And went there with T-Mac. T-Mac came on ascending, but it was like with Grant Hill, the sky's the limit. You know, that last season with Jerry Stackhouse, and they lost to the Miami Heat. When he hurt that foot, I knew he wasn't going to be the same. And then the list of injuries kept happening to him. He was never the same in Orlando. And by the time everything was over, he was just a role player in Phoenix. Well, he went to a lot of All-Star games. And Grant Hill's one of the classiest guys ever. And congrats to G, for real. Next on my list, two-time MVP, Steve Nash. Steve Nash, man. He said he don't deserve to be here. I mean, he said, I'm a scrawny kid from Canada, I love football, soccer. I love Steve, man. I love Steve. I love the way he played. Like he would do that pistol Pete, put his tongue out, wheel deal, look the other way, flick his hand, do the little short pass. Yeah, he was just great. Came in, playing with Kid and Kevin Johnson and them in Phoenix, and then learned from them to move on to go to Dallas, which was just a terrible team. It was just him and Dirk. Finley was already there as a scorer. They made their little big three. That big run to the conference finals was a accomplishment for them in 2003. And they thought they was on the rise of just trying to get past that damn San Antonio, man. And it just didn't happen. It didn't happen. And 2 years after that, after they lost to the Spurs in 2003, he went to Phoenix. They didn't even really want to give him that kind of deal, but he still went there. They was barely a playoff team. There was issues with Stephon Marbury. And they just always had all-star point guards. Kid before that and Kevin Johnson. Phoenix always had an all-star point guard. But when they got Steve Nash, you didn't think that's just going to happen. And thanks to Mike D'Antoni with the offensive system, him marrying Stoudemire, the real mainstays of that whole run that they had. Went to a conference finals. One little altercation they had with that same Spurs team could have brought them to the finals and possibly, they said it was going to win the NBA championship against the Detroit Pistons that year. We don't know. Defense versus offense. That would have been a great series. That would have been a great series. But congrats to Steve Nash. He won the 2 MVPs. You know, the first one over Shaq, which, you know, I say, listen, that Shaq to Miami was just a bigger acquisition than Nash going to Phoenix. But I think the Wade being there already canceled out Shaq. And the reason why he didn't win it in the second one, even though it was back-to-back, the second one, I wasn't giving to LeBron James. I don't even know how LeBron James received the second. I don't know what they're saying, but hell no. They didn't even go to the playoffs that year. Oh, they did. I'm sorry. But they used to have Kobe Bryant. And I don't like giving guys MVP that win 45, 44 games. But Kobe was putting on a masterful one-man performance that whole season. But Steve Nash would play without Stat. And they figured, listen, look what he's doing without his primary guy, and look at the parts that he's playing with. And they gave it to him. So, still congrats to Steve Nash. Next on the list, Walter Ray Allen. Love, he got game. Jesus Shuttlesworth, my man, came on the scene. Ray Allen, big time scorer. Big time. From UConn, battles, the Big East. You know, drafted by the Timberwolves, him and Marbury switched. He went to Milwaukee. And then he came on, he wasn't like a shooter like that. And wasn't a shooter. Ray Allen was a scorer. A lot of points. You know, going to the rag dunking and all these things. I just like Ray Allen looking like just special. You know, the Bucks were successful, went to playoffs, you know, a couple of years. You know, went to that conference finals, that epic game, up to 7-game series against Allen Iverson. Sixers just never reached to the finals. That was an awesome duel. People always got to look at him and Iverson going at it since college. And then he got traded for GP to Seattle.
Ladies and gentlemen,
and went to that second round against Bruce Bowen. And they got Bruce Bowen was a little dirty that series, going under his foot after dropping, I think, 40 or something on him. And Jerome James, but we leave that alone. That's another time. But it was great. Then he went to Boston, big three. Rondo, Pierce, Ray Allen. And it was just incredible to watch. You know, they win that championship. You know, they win the title. And I was like, okay, they want to beat my Lakers. I was real upset about that, but then I was very happy about Ray getting his championship. You know, because Ray deserved it more than anything, and Ray got it. Ray got his championship, and I was very happy for Ray. You know, then things were sour. Danny Ainge trying to trade him. Just didn't feel that loyalty there. Why you try to break up what we try to do when we compete for championships? But like I said, traded Ainge is into the business of, flipping, see what he could get. And there was some internal issues also with Rondo and whatever like that, but Ray Allen went to Miami Heat. Helped them get that second championship, hitting the biggest shot ever against the Spurs. And I really love what Ray did, just being a man. For that. Retired. Last but not least, Jason Kidd, one of the greatest point guards of all time. Phoenix did what he had to do. Drafted by Dallas. It was a crazy situation that happened. Crazy what happened in Dallas with him, Jim Jackson, Tony Braxton, and also just an internal conflict he had with Jamal Nash. The Free Jays, they were supposed to be a real big threat, but this never happened. They went to Phoenix, traded there. That's a success there. They went to the second round, but it was just not in the cards for them. They got traded to Jersey for Walker. And that's when he excelled. Took them his first year. Should have won MVP that year with them. Went to the NBA Finals. Got swept by the Lakers. Next year, epic 6 games against the Spurs. Should have won that. Against Steve Kerr in Game 5. Look that up, folks. And they went to Dallas. We got that championship with Dirk after spending 6 years with Nash. Then they went on coaching. Man, I did tea time with the Knicks. They went coaching. Man, his tenaciousness, man. Learning from GP, Gary Payton, and just one of the toughest guys ever. One of the greatest point guards. I just love the Gary. They want to go Jason Kidd, that's my boy. This will be Onetake.